What are the AGI limits for charitable tax deductions? Breaking news for taxpayers. Many people are curious about the limits on charitable tax deductions based on adjusted gross income. If you are planning to make a donation, you might be wondering how much you can deduct on your taxes. Understanding these limits is essential for maximizing your tax benefits. The limits on charitable tax deductions depend on the type of donation you make and your filing status. For cash contributions to public charities, you can deduct up to 60% of your adjusted gross income. This is a significant amount that can help reduce your tax burden. When it comes to donations of appreciated assets like stocks, the limit is typically 30% of your adjusted gross income. This means you can give away valuable assets while also receiving a tax benefit. However, contributions to certain private foundations or other organizations may have lower limits, such as 20% of your adjusted gross income. If your charitable contributions exceed these limits in a given year, you can usually carry forward the excess amount. This means you can deduct it over the next 5 years, subject to the same limits each year. This is a great option for those who want to maximize their deductions over time. Recent changes in tax law have also affected charitable deductions for those who do not itemize. Starting in 2026, non-itemizers will be able to claim a charitable deduction of up to $1,000 for single filers and $2,000 for joint filers. This change is separate from the adjusted gross income limits on itemized deductions. It is important to note that the 2017 tax law eliminated the universal charitable deduction that was briefly reinstated during COVID-19 relief. As a result, itemizing remains necessary for claiming larger deductions based on adjusted gross income limits. Donors can also claim a deduction for the full appreciated value of donated stock at the time of donation. This means you can avoid paying capital gains tax, which can be beneficial for maximizing deductions within the limits. For Asian American taxpayers, understanding these limits is especially important when planning charitable giving. It is helpful to assess whether itemizing or taking the standard deduction is more advantageous based on your income and donation amounts. In summary, charitable tax deductions are limited by a percentage of adjusted gross income, commonly 60%, 30%, or 20%, depending on the type of gift and recipient organization. If you have questions about how these limits apply to your situation, it may be wise to consult a tax professional for personalized advice.